Apple's new iPad Pro Magic Keyboards could be exploited, and here's why. So the new iPad Pro Magic Keyboard for both 2018 and 2020 model had these really cool magnets which caused the device to actually be floating because it's attached by the magnets. And that I was a bit skeptical about that, because if you're constantly opening the hinge and it's sort of extending out, how far could you actually extend it? How far was Apple meant for you to extend it? I wasn't actually that sure, so I at first was extending it quite a lot, sort of pulling it past maybe where it's supposed to stay. But how was I supposed to know when maybe it was just a bit stiff at the start because it was brand new? But after a while, it started to make this really annoying noise. This sound came in the form of a gentle click when I was touching the screen. And it became quite annoying, sort of every time I wanted to read the newspaper, I wanted to just type and touch the screen. So I thought I'd look up about this online. Was anyone else having this problem, or was I the only one? Because I was sort of maybe overstretching the hinge. And I found this other user on Reddit that was having the same issue when he was tapping the screen and making a really annoying clicking sound. And so I decided to follow up with Apple. I went through the live chat support, and in about half an hour, hour or so, they were like, right, we're going to send you a new one. You have to have a block of a certain amount of money on your card, so you can't just get the new one and then run away with it and have both keyboards. And so yeah, they were like, here you go, just have one. We know that's an issue. They hadn't even really gone through the issue. They said, oh, what's happening? I said my keyboard's making a noise. They're like, oh yeah, okay, I will send you a new one, you just send your old one back. So that's what happened. And I got the new one next for 3 or 4 days of the express shipping through UPS, which is really quick with Apple, which normally it is. And yeah, I'll put some photos up on screen, and they sent me the send back box, and I got it really quickly. I wasn't sure if it was completely new. It came in all the original packaging, and it sort of had all the cardboard stuff in it, and it smelled like that sort of new Apple smell. But there were a few marks on where the charging port was, so the pass-through charging, so I wasn't entirely sure if it was new. But I was pretty certain, looking at this, the stage filled, the packaging, the general sort of smell, there was no defects at all on the device. So, could you get a sort of brand new keyboard, or maybe new by 1 week or so, keyboard from Apple by just saying it makes this clicking noise? I suppose you could, because they said even if there was no problem in my device when they received it, I could just keep the device they gave me. So, could you exploit this? Could you, bear in mind my device had a few scrapes, a few marks, one quite major nick in the corner, and they didn't seem to say anything about it. I was a bit worried they would, and they would charged me the money that I'd been put on hold in my card, but they hadn't, and it was surprising to get it that easily. If you have any chips or dents, and maybe you want to sell your iPad, but you don't want all the chips and dents, you get a new keyboard through saying, oh, my hinge isn't working, but they don't actually care if it doesn't work. They just want to fix any problems that may happen. So you could exploit this technically. You could just get a free keyboard if you want, and I'm not sure what Apple are going to do about this. Maybe it's a greater issue with other people. They might change the rules, and you only get a free one if they deem that your device has got a hardware issue, which mine actually did. I wasn't exploiting it, but it made me think that someone who maybe didn't have the right moral compass could exploit this for a free iPod keyboard worth £300. Yeah, that's just a thought. What do you guys think? Leave in the comments below. Peace.